हेलो दोस्तों। आज हम बात करेंगे लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कॉर्पोरेशन LIC के जीवन उत्सव उत्सव प्लान के बारे में। जीवन उत्सव प्लान यानी कि प्लान 871 एज पर LIC's nomenclature. Now let us quickly go through some of the aspects of this plan, and later I will tell you my recommendation around it also. So if you look at this plan, this is basically a non-linked plan. Non-linked plan, for those of you who don't know, या जिनको इस बात की मालूमात नहीं है, नॉन लिंक्ड प्लान मतलब इट्स नॉट अ यूनिट लिंक्ड इंश्योरेंस प्लान, इट इज अ ट्रेडिशनल प्लान। सबसे पहले इस बात को समझिए, ये एक ट्रेडिशनल प्लान है। सेकंड, इट इज ऑल्सो नॉन पार्टिसिपेटिंग, दैट मीन्स योर रिटर्न्स आर नॉट सब्जेक्ट टू एनी बेंचमार्क और मार्केट प्लेस, यू हैव गारंटीड रिटर्न्स फ्रॉम द प्लान। थर्डली, इसकी जो द टाइप ऑफ प्लान दैट इट इज, द पॉलिसी टर्म exceeds the premium payment term. That's why this is also called as the limited premium payment plan, because you pay only for a limited period of time. But आपका जो पॉलिसी का टर्म है that is much larger. And essentially, this is a whole life plan, which means there is no concept of maturity. Of course, you will have a death benefit attached to this plan. अब इस प्लान के दो वेरिएंट्स हैं, एक है रेगुलर इनकम बेनिफिट, एक है फ्लेक्सी इनकम बेनिफिट। रेगुलर इनकम बेनिफिट मतलब एवरी ईयर आफ्टर स्टिपुलेटेड पीरियड यू विल गेट सर्टेन अमाउंट इन योर बैंक अकाउंट। फ्लेक्सी इनकम बेनिफिट में ये पैसा आपके पास नहीं आता, बट इट्स स्टिल योर मनी लाइंग विद LIC, and you will get a specified rate of interest. Okay. Now, please remember, ये बात की जानकारी आपको होनी चाहिए, इसका मिनिमम सम अश्योर्ड जो है वो 5 लाख रुपीस है, मिनिमम बेसिक सम अश्योर्ड। And there are annual guaranteed additions also, which is basically 40 by 1,000 of the BSA. So अगर suppose आपका 5 lakhs का सम अश्योर्ड है, so your guaranteed additions will be 40 by 1,000 of the basic sum assured, which is 5 lakhs, which is 20,000 per year. और अगर आपने 12 साल का पेमेंट टर्म दिया है तो 20,000 per year into 12, which is 2,40,000 will be added to your sum assured for the purpose of death benefit calculation. अगर आपने 15 साल का प्रीमियम पेमेंट टर्म दिया है और 15 साल प्रीमियम भरा है तो 20,000 into 15, which is 3 lakh rupees, will be a guaranteed addition for your death benefit purposes. Now, death benefit is, of course, you have to remember, जो death benefit है उसमें दो चीजें होती हैं। एक होता है आपके basic sum assured plus your guaranteed additions, and one is 7 times of your annual payment of premium. उसका जो ज्यादा होता है, higher of the two will generally be considered as your death benefit. Now, death benefit should be at least 105% or more of the total premiums that have been paid. In case of, now we have to be very careful. एक चीज की खास करके हमें जानकारी भी रखनी पड़ेगी. We have to be careful also that with effect of I think 2023, that there have been changes in the tax regulations, and they say that premium payments, over 5 lakh rupees, these incomes may be chargeable to tax. Secondly, in such policies, if the sum assured on death is less than 10 times the premium amount, annual premium payment, the maturity benefit becomes taxable. इसका मतलब जो शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन की अगर आप पॉलिसीज लेते हैं, आप देखेंगे कि उनके प्रीमियम्स ज्यादा होते हैं, तो वहां पे these become taxable. So that you will have to be very careful of. But the long-term policies will have lower premiums, and therefore the sum assured will typically be higher than 10 times the premium paid. And in that case, you will enjoy a tax benefit on these incomes, right? So you have to be very careful about that implication. The premium payment terms, if you have a premium payment term of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, or 8 years, irrespective, your benefits will start from the 11th year. But if you have a premium term which is larger, 9 onwards, up to 16 years, then your benefits will accrue at the end of 3rd year after the premium payment term. Now, what I have done is I have shown you how the plan works. So let's quickly go to the plan. So let's say you start this at the age of 25 and you opt for a 12-year premium payment term. So if your PPT, premium payment term, is 12 years, then you will pay up to year 37. उसके बाद 3 साल का गैप होगा, 38, 39, end of year 40. And then you will start getting the income as you from the end of year 40. So ये पहली income आएगी. Obviously ये end of the year है, इस पे कोई interest नहीं आएगा. And this becomes the opening. So what I have done is, let me show it to you live. This becomes the opening for the next year. Next year, again, you have an income of 1 lakh. Now, if you opt for the flexi income scheme, they are giving you interest at the rate of, they as in LIC will give you an interest of 5.5% per annum compounded annually, which means your interest will be on the opening balance into 5.5%. And that becomes your next year closing balance. And this way, this is going to continue. So we'll just drag this down and see what. Now, this is a very hypothetical case. We are assuming that you will live up to 100 years, which is not at all likely. In which case, the corpus is much higher. But let's take a reasonable, maybe 70, 75 years. You are looking at this range of corpus, which is anything between 75 lakhs to 1 crore of rupees, as long as you have the decent life expectancy. Now, please remember, this is the income. Over and above that, obviously, you will have the sum assured and your guaranteed additions also. Now, if you come, this is a very, very classic example of how the how an insurance plan would typically work. Now, I would give a total thumbs up to this kind of a policy. Reason being, it encourages people to start thinking about wealth and risk early. See, in this example, I have shown the fact that the person starts investing and even thinking about longer terms from the age of 25, which is practically around the age when couple of years, maybe more than the age he would probably start working after getting a post-grad degree in a proper college, right? So उस समय से ये this kind of thinking, this mindset should be encouraged at younger terms. That's how students who become budding managers, later professionals, they build upon that fundamental quantum of wealth generation, wealth buildup. So that needs to come in early. Otherwise, you will get into the mold or rigmarole of spending first and saving whatever little you have. It should be the other way around, as I told you in the other videos. First, save and then spend. Think about long term. Think about your milestones, my son or daughter's education, their marriage, my retirement. You need to have separate kind of investments. I told you about PPF, excellent retirement purpose. I'm telling you this now, which will not only be your retirement purpose, but also it provides you risk protection. You have a death benefit attached to it. Now, if you compare this with any other investment vehicle, maybe the XIRR turns out to be lower, but please remember, you are getting additional risk protection out of this policy, right? So आप चयन के नींद सो सकते हो because your nominees, your beneficiaries will get some amount from this policy after your death, right? And the more sizable the amount is, the more the premium. And obviously, the longer the term, you will start enjoying more benefits also. I have just given you a small example. Let's say you start from the 14th of April every year, starting from the age of 30. Let's say a person opts for the 12-year premium payment term. The policy amount is 44 to 75. So for the first year, you'll have 4.5% GST, and then it is 2.25%. So just put the premium payment terms here. For 12 years, you can see these are 12 payments. Then 3 years will be dormant, and then you start receiving, if the basic sum assured is 5 lakhs, you get 10% of the sum assured throughout the policy term as long as you live. So you are getting 50,000 every year. And in the last year, over and above the 50,000, if there is a demise, you get your sum assured of 5 lakhs plus 50,000 guaranteed income plus 2,40,000 of your guaranteed additions. Remember, I told you it's 40 by 1,000 of BSA. So 40 by 1,000 of 5 lakhs is 20,000. Premium payment term is 12. So 20,000 into 12 is 240. So 2,40,000 there. 5 lakhs for your sum assured and 50,000 of your regular income. So that is 790. So you might have an XIRR close to about 5.6% or so. It could be even be higher, but it will be around that range. But the point is, we do not look at this in terms of a pure investment vehicle. आज की डेट पे equity की क्या guarantee है? Of course, markets over a longer term will generally pay. Short term, scalping, option trading will be ups and downs. You will pass through crescent, some days good days, some days bad days. Net, your return will not be higher. But if you invest in equity for a longer term, that's when you rise along with the market index. Similarly, but you'll have to have a very good risk appetite for that. And mind you, that is an income option. This one, on the other hand, the Jeevan Utsav policy is one of the investment vehicles which talks to you about not only about guaranteed income, which can serve as a pension to you some years down the line, or a sort of a cash flow stream which will help you to meet your expenses years down the line, plus risk protection, plus the benefit your death benefit, which will be passed on to your survivors. So all in all, I think it's a fantastic vehicle. If you need to know more about this, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me. My number is 99205-28261 or 8850227410. You can also reach out to me at tarun.keher@gmail.com. All right. I think that was the agenda for this session. I needed to critically analyze Jeevan Utsav Plan 871. I hope you enjoyed it, and enjoy the risk protection, protect yourselves and your survivors. Thank you very much. That brings us to the end of this capsule. Cheers.